What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a Wayman saying that it's okay to be promiscuous. So make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get to it.
No, he can't be promiscuous though. If he wants a woman who's not promiscuous, he cannot be promiscuous himself.
A lot of women have a list of requirements for the kind of man that they want. Most of those standards, she doesn't fulfill herself. They're double standards. And
okay, so for those who are new to this channel or anything, I personally don't believe in cohabitation or marriage or kids or long-term relationships or anything like that. Personally, I believe in being celibate for a while, then having a nice little situationship fling, and then going back to being celibate and single. But I will agree with her. If you want to be in a committed relationship, you should not be out there being a man-ho. It's not good. You should be committed. But the truth is that I believe most men in relationships are committed because they lack options. They have a scarcity mindset. So most men are committed. The type of men who are going to be man-hos or anything like that, it's like the top 5-10% of guys. So yeah, let's keep listening.
men accept it. This is the one double
This is
standard men
why.
ask
This
for.
is why. Whatever I want in a man, I know that I can. They're just lustful. Like
Yeah,
they
it
are
is-
so. Men are so
yeah.
easy. They are very, very easy men.
If they're so
Like,
easy,
very
why do women struggle with them?
No, but I feel.
So she's trying to put this whole equality thing, like men are easy, or something like that. No, when it comes to having relations and mingling in the bedroom, we are the lion and you are the deer. Okay? So the lion is making it easy for you to be hunted. Doesn't make any sense. Men and women are not the same. Women are the deer. They need to be careful from being hunted. Okay, now, when it comes to getting married, then the roles reverse. Now she's the lion and you're the deer. But when it comes to initial interactions, short-term flings, hooking up, mingling in the bedroom, initially meeting, getting some VAG out of you, we're the lion and you're the deer. All right. The lion is making it easy for you to be hunted. That doesn't make any sense.
As you said, right, with the percentage of cheating, I feel like men and women now want the same thing, which is just to sleep around. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Like,
Yeah.
men are as easy as women nowadays, and if anything,
Do
women.
you mean the other way around? Women are as easy as men? Because I don't think women
Yes,
were as easy
women
before.
are as easy as men now. So
Okay, so once again, the average guy and sub 5 guys are just nothing. They're invisible. They don't exist. Most men aren't going around being man-hos because they can't. Okay. I will say, a lot of people say like 80-20, or I've even heard 95-5. 5% of the men are getting 95% of the women, or 20% of the men are getting 80% of the women. I think, it's like 12%. I think it's 12% of the men are getting all the women, and then you have another 8% that are getting the scraps of the 12%, and then you have 80% of men that are just getting nothing. And that 12% would be like 5% rich guys, 5% sexy chads, and then 2% a guy who's both rich and a chad, right? So you got 2% of men that are rich chads, then you got 5% of men who are chads, and you got 5% of men who are rich. This 12% is running through women, and women think that all guys are doing what this 12% is doing. Then you have like another 8% of men that are getting the scraps of the 12%. And then you got 80% that are getting nothing.
they're both just playing each other,
Yeah, I mean, this.
It is shocking though, like the amount of stories I hear of the way women sleep around. Like normally, I feel like okay, it is sexist to say it's expected from men, Because I feel like your brain is always wired to think men can sleep around and women can't. But it's really shocking to see how much both genders are doing it now. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I don't try to say, like, when a man says, oh, a woman's body count, this, that. What is your body count? As a man, what is your body count? If your body count isn't...
Okay, so one thing you guys have to realize is that the average woman, because she has so many options, she does have the ability to sleep around and plate spin, juggle guys or whatever. But in their mind, they are not promiscuous and they are not thoughts. And that is because, so let's just say a woman lets 20 guys score, right? She has a 20 body count. 20 guys have scored. She's denied like 500. So 20 out of 500 are scored. In her mind, that ratio is very good, and she's not an HOE, right? She's out of 304. So, and once again, she's saying that both sides are sleeping around. Most men cannot sleep around. As a man, you have to have all these qualifications, be tall, good looking, have your own place, be charming, have a nice car, this, that, be athletic, or have lots of money. And as a woman, you just gotta, just be there, be available, be born a woman to get a guy.
If you're not a reserved man and you don't lust over any woman that's walking past, then you've got no right to talk about another woman's body count or to say she's promiscuous or to say she's that. Like, this is why I feel like I can have such a vocal opinion on it, because I know I do respect myself as a woman. So I can slander a man and say, well, you're lusting over women. Get the fuck away from me. Do you get it?
What do you
You can't be a hypocrite. You can't.
Yeah, I agree there. Don't be giving out your free attention. Now, once again, that doesn't mean that you are, I'm the Terminator, I don't talk to anybody, or you're this, person who's antisocial and mean and, closed off. You can be social, you can say hi to people, you can strike up a conversation, with a woman, this, that, but once again, I agree with her. Don't be giving out free attention all the time. And, let's just say you go somewhere, there's a girl there at the front desk or something. Say hi. Hey, what's up? How's your day? Oh, cool, cool, cool. Hey, where'd you get that bracelet or whatever? I don't know. Oh, I got it from the mall. Oh, cool, cool, nice. All right, and then just keep it nice, short, sweet. You could do that. Work on your social skills. Work on your riz. Work on your on your being charming and all of that. But yeah, I agree with her. Don't be giving out free attention.
Be a very promiscuous person and then say, but everyone else has to be reserved. If you're reserved, then you can have an input on reserved people. Do you get it?
I do get that, but men and women look for different things, and there are some things that women look for in a man that she does not provide herself. So
which is wrong. Then she can't ask for those things.
But you do all that. You literally just said you want a guy who's going to provide and protect for you. You're not going to provide and protect him, are you?
Okay, but that's so different.
You want a guy who's 6 foot, do you not?
No, I mean that's what I mean. I would prefer a guy who's 6 foot. But if I meet a man who's 5'9", 5 foot.
Yeah, they have all these standards on us, but once you put standards on them, oh, now you're a really bad, evil guy. You have to be Mr. 6666 and have all these qualifications, and they get to just be born, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, thousands of times, turn 18 one day, and just be given stuff. Just give me, right? I'm a girl, give me stuff. And you as a man need to build yourself, have all these qualifications. And she's saying that men need to be reserved or anything. The thing is, most men are reserved. Most men are reserved because they don't have the possibility to go out and be players or anything like that. But those average reserved guys who are going to really cherish the relationship because they don't have many options, women totally ignore those guys. And women themselves don't want to be reserved until they're done having fun.
10 and he respects me. I am picking that man over a 6 foot player.
You want a guy who's taller than you. You don't want a guy the same height.
Yes, but if he's the same height as me and he genuinely respects me more than any tall guy I've ever known, I swear to you, I'm picking that man because love and respect is priceless.
I'm not saying you wouldn't pick him, but what you want is a standard. What you want in a man is a standard that you do not fulfill yourself.
You know when I say protect and provide, that's what a man should do for a woman.
Yeah, she should
when
be
I
lounging
say that,
at
I'm
home
talking
chilling.
things
That's
like,
what you said.
huh?
And she should be lounging at home chilling.
No, I'm not saying that. When I say protect and provide, I'm saying things like a woman's not going to get a screwdriver and fix a drain or whatever.
Why not?
A man has his manly jobs and a woman's got her feminine jobs. That's how I see it, because that's how it used to be back in the day. So.
Yeah, so now she's talking about traditionalism and back in the day and all that stuff. The reality is that 90% of marriages and relationships are just destined to fail because the things that kept them together, which is societal shame and, a religious culture, religious society, and the fact that, food was scarce and, our world wasn't so developed and easy. You could easily order food on your phone. You can easily call protection to your house. You could easily get things delivered to you. Women didn't work and stuff like that. Them needing men because the world wasn't so developed. So they didn't have all these easy little office jobs they could do and, make their own money. Plus societal shame, plus a religious culture. This is what kept marriages together, women in check in a sense. Today, we don't have any of that. So their natural nature of being fickle and insatiable and, their mood changes like the wind. One day they love you, one day they hate you. Today, because of dating apps and social media and easy transportation, because of all those things, and the divorce courts and all that stuff, because of all those things, that inherent nature that they have, they're willing to act on it. Some women, they stay in there for a good 7-8 years, but I think all relationships are just destined to fail. That's because the things that kept them together don't exist anymore.
When I say provide and protect, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like
he has a larger responsibility.
So men and women have different roles in that aspect.
Sure.
But me wanting a man who respects himself, because I respect myself, that's standard. That's not the same as me wanting a man to provide for me and take care of me and love me. They're two different concepts. They're not like going into the same convo. Do you get it?
I understand what you're saying, but a man being promiscuous is different than a woman being promiscuous.
But a man being promiscuous is different, and that's something way more different than a man protecting and providing for his woman.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that, look,
you can protect, provide, be good in bed, have all the great, amazing qualities. 99% of them, no matter how great you are, 8 to 12 years in, they're gonna pull the plug and check out, because it doesn't matter how great you are. You will start to become predictable. You will begin to start, stop being exciting as you were, because it's just inevitable. Two people are seeing each other every day for years and years and years. How much more exciting can you be? That what keeps them like hooked on you and in love in the beginning stage, first 2 years max, 1 to 2 years max, is the fact that you guys don't see each other, is the fact that, you haven't experienced a whole bunch of things together, is the fact that you get to miss each other and all that stuff. But, she's saying protect, provide, be, the man that I'm going to love and all that. Dude, you could do all of that and it's just still going to fail. Once again, because the culture and society around is just too comfy, so they don't need us. And also no societal shame, no religious, no homogeny, no social cohesion with religion. So, you could do all this stuff. You could be like a 10 out of 10 guy. Eventually, you won't be exciting. And 8 to 12 years in, she's going to go look for excitement.
Let's have your preference.
Because I feel like a man can respect himself and I can respect myself, but he should still be able to take care of me and make me feel safe in my home.
I don't disagree with you. You're allowed to have a preference, being like, I don't want a guy who's promiscuous, right?
Yeah.
Has a high body count, 100%, right? But you're like saying, well, because I'm like that, I expect the same of you. Right?
Yeah.
And you're saying to guys, you're like, guys, you can't have a double standard with this.
Yeah.
The argument would be there are so many things that a woman that you even express that you look for in a man that you don't fulfill yourself, and that's the
Okay,
double
like
standard.
what though?
You literally said height. You literally said money. You literally said protection.
No, but do you know why I say money? Because
that's a big one.
Okay, let me tell you. This is what I said before. I come from a
If he pays for
family.
you, he should be able to be promiscuous.
No, I come from a family where I'm financially stable. Luckily enough, I've had parents that have worked very, very hard, yeah?
Yep.
And they give me everything. So even if I don't have anything, I come from a family that does.
Why can't you do it for yourself?
Well, I can. That's what I'm doing. Any time I get paid, 80% of my money goes in my savings.
That's
Whether
great,
I've got my family and my family's money.
Yep, that is the reality of relationships. Your money is her money, and her money is her money. And once again, for a short-term fling, a situationship, I don't mind, paying for stuff. I don't mind an occasional gift or anything like that. I really do not mind. But, getting married with one, so investing years and years and years and years, where you're, paying for everything, or you're paying for the majority of things, and you're building yourself, and you're getting a bigger house, and you're doing all these things so that you, once again, 8 to 12 years into the thing, pull the plug and just steal everything I've ever worked for. No. Okay. That's just a bad deal. And once again, it's like almost a given that will happen. And she's saying that, I save all my money. Yeah, that's what they do. They want you to spend your money. And then she was also saying, I want a guy who can fix stuff around the house. Yeah, this is why I believe in, being like 50% bad boy, 50% a gentleman, having a good time with her, making her laugh, being charming. And then she goes to her freaking house and I go to my freaking house. And that gives us a chance to miss each other, see each other again. But cohabitation, marriage, kids, that is just... I think that's just destined to fail. I am black-pilled. I am so black-pilled in regards to traditionalism returning. In regards to traditionalism, nationalism, homogeny, in regards to all those things returning, I don't think it's going to happen. You're going to need society to fail. You're going to need the country to fail. You're going to need a collapse where we go back to... everything's not so comfy. Now, I'm not black-pilled and nihilistic in the sense that you can't have a happy life, in the sense that you can't achieve goals, in the sense that you can't have purpose in life, in the sense that you can't have, good relationships and good friendships and hobbies. I'm not black-pilled in that sense. Okay, I 100% believe in, do the best you could do, have a positive mindset, all that stuff. But in regards to traditionalism returning, it's just no. I mean, the divorce courts and stuff make billions. The pharmaceuticals and the cosmetic industry make billions on stem cells from abortion, right? So, it's just I'm just so black-pilled in all that stuff coming back. I don't think so.
I try to keep to my independence because I don't, even though, all of my education is, I didn't have to work, which I'm grateful for. A lot of people had to work and pay bills. I didn't need to do that. So although I've always been looked after in my life, at the age I'm at and as I'm growing up, I need to find my own independence. But still, even in that aspect, I feel like a man should do for me what my family has done, and if not more. Do you get it? Because why should I come from a family where I've been stable and I've been lucky enough to have everything I want, to then...
Look, I agree that both parties need to benefit each other. I 100% agree that she needs to bring value, you need to bring value. This whole idea, like some of these crazy red pill guys where, you smash her and dash her and you get what you want at her and you kick her out of your house like she's trash, blah, blah. No. I don't believe in that. Yes, I believe in bringing value into her life and she brings value into your life. What I'm against is that over time, nothing you do makes her happy. Nothing you do makes her happy. You're just like this dancing monkey constantly doing stuff and she's just not happy and not satisfied. You're gonna be a dancing monkey till you become a beaten dog, and you're just like accepted your fate. Like, yeah, I'm just a married guy who, this is my life, and I got a bitch for a wife who's never happy. What can I do? Like, that's like you're destined to be that, right? So yeah, I agree that both parties need to bring value to each other. Once again, I believe in this nice happy medium from bad boy and gentleman. I 100% believe in that. But for a certain amount of time, after some time goes by, 2, 3, 4 years, you're just gonna turn into a dancing monkey, constantly doing stuff, and she's just not happy.
Bring that standard down. My standards are already here, and they should only be up from there. Do you get it?
I'm not contesting that. What I'm saying is that.
So, what's your opinion on that? Do you think, as a woman, like if she's financially stable from her family and her standards are here, she wants something above that? What do you think about a woman being so vocal about what she wants financially in a man? What's your opinion on that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, so long as she doesn't complain about being what the man wants. So, for example, if you say, I want a guy who's going to come in and elevate my lifestyle and pay for me, cool. But if he says that you're going to be home when I say, you're going to stay as good looking and stay as attractive, then don't complain.
No. He can't look.
Money if he's like, baby, putting on weight, you better get to the gym, otherwise this is over. Don't complain.
I will, yeah, because if we're in.
Yeah, you're going to get compliance from women. You're going to get agreeableness. You're going to get them, doing what you say. But it's only to get you to invest that ring, to get you to invest that house, to get you to invest stuff. You're going to see that you tell her to do something, she'll do it, no problem. You say, hey, honey, you got to stay in shape. Oh, yeah. Hey, honey, can you pick this thing up for me? Yeah. And all of that compliance you're getting, all of that great behavior you're getting, it's only because she's trying to get you to invest a ring in a house and, sign over all your stuff to her. Once you sign over all your stuff to her, that stuff slowly goes down. She gets lazier and lazier and lazier, and she gets bigger over time. And nothing you do makes her happy. You're this dancing monkey trying to keep her happy. This is 99% of marriages are just destined to be that. I guarantee you.
If we're in a relationship, that's another thing. Always look after yourself. Do not lose yourself in a relationship.
Also, he might say, like, I want sex when I want it. Yeah, your duty is
no, but that's different. See, money doesn't mean you lose respect. Here we go. Money doesn't mean you lose respect.
I don't agree with that, but I'm just saying that could be a condition for
But that's why money doesn't mean you lose respect. You need to find the middle thing where you're both financially stable and you both respect each other, which in this day and age, a lot of women say, oh, if he's got money, he's going to cheat on you. Forget it. There's that side to it. So it's very
coming back to the promiscuous thing. I know you're saying it's a double standard, you don't like it. But here's the argument a lot of men make.
Go on.
There tends to be a list that women have for men. Right? Like women to be this height, this intelligent, this
as in the woman has this list for a man?
Yeah, for the kind of man that she wants, she has a list of the standards she wants, right? Fine. Most of those standards, she doesn't even fulfill herself. And guys accept that.
Okay.
Right? They go, okay, cool. The list that men have for women is not long.
Yeah, I know.
It is literally respect me, be someone that I'm attracted to, and don't be promiscuous. That's it. Right?
Yeah, most men is just don't be FAT and don't be a BITCH. And we're cool, right? But with them, you got to be a handyman. You got to be a comedian. You got to be charming. You got to be mysterious. You got to be giving. You got to be all that stuff. The truth is that women, they don't love men. They don't love... the type of men that women love and really like is feminine men, men who spend and don't care. They love stepdads. They love guys who do favors for her for nothing in return. They love those guys. But if you're a strong, masculine, competent guy who doesn't put up with BS, and you have edgy humor, you have edgy political takes, you don't put up with their crap, they don't love you, right? A lot of women think that they love a real man. No, they don't, because a real man will tell you to STFU, right? Now, they do submit. They do submit to those men, and they do respect those men, but they don't, the type of men that women love and stuff like that, it's like men who are willing to let themselves be stepped on by women. And they have this crazy list that you need to meet. And you know, if you meet everything in that list, there's going to be a lot of contradictions. There's going to be like, okay, he has to, you know, he has to spend money like there's no tomorrow, and be willing to accept my body count and accept, but he also needs to like put his foot down and be masculine and be a handyman. So it's going to be like all these things that uh like qualities from like beta males and then qualities from alpha males, but they they um they don't know what they want, bro. They don't know what they want. I know what they want. What they want is servitude and be a doormat. Want you to be a doormat from beta males, but they also want like the protection and provision and the safety and the edginess and that comes from the alpha male. I know these terms are corny and played out, but you guys know what I mean.
That is it. Now he's saying like that's the list I have. I don't care if I'm promiscuous or not. That's my standard. And
no, he can't be promiscuous though. If he wants a woman who's not promiscuous, he cannot be promiscuous himself. Then that's the then you're saying you just said women are hypocrites because they want this, that, they don't provide it.
Hold on, I didn't say women are hypocrites. I said a lot of the standards that women have,
they don't have for themselves.
They don't fulfill themselves, and men accept that.
Okay, but then
this is the only standard that men have a double standard with women that they want women to accept, and men accept a lot. So when you're sitting here saying that I don't want to accept that standard, men are like, well, fuck you, because I accept all of this.
I feel like the biggest thing that men are hypocrites about is you can't be promiscuous, but I can. I think that's the biggest one with men, because you see it all the time. They always say, I want a woman who's reserved, but then they'll look at a woman who's half naked.
But we look at.
Do you get it? Which I
get that, but men and women look for different things. You know this. You even said it yourself. You said men and women aren't equal.
Yes, because there's, men can love their wife and love and respect their wife, but see another woman as something to have short-term pleasure with and get rid of. We're not the same. Men can have their woman and go out and have a little fun on the side. I'm not saying I condone that, but women, they're mostly like, I'm holding on to this guy and I'm going to find a better one. When I find a better one, I'm going to let go of this one and stay with this one. Men can go get a little fun on the side and then come back and totally love their wife and stuff like that. Once again, this whole equality stuff, like we're the same, we have the same values, we act the same. It's just total nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't. I don't know. Like,
thing is, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having that standard, right?
No, but I get your point. It's very contradictory. Like,
I think the reason for you, it's a preference.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think that is a. The truth is, if you're in today's world,
yeah,
to have a man who is attractive, successful, capable, intelligent,
then what do you bring? Is that what you mean? Like, what does the woman bring?
No, it's not about what does she bring. All I'm saying is that a lot of women have a list of requirements for the kind of man that they want. Most of those standards, she doesn't fulfill herself. They're double standards, and men accept it. This is the.
And if she were to meet this guy who's, not promiscuous, not a player, he's religious, he respects women, he's a protector and a provider, she'd totally ignore him. She'd totally ignore him and dub him for a fun, mysterious, good-looking Chad who's good in the bedroom. I'll give a quick summary of, what my red pill story is. Once again, for those who are new, you probably don't know. I'll just tell you. You could go back and watch other videos. But basically, I'm 30. Around, 1920, I went into the dating market. I grew up Catholic. I went into the dating market with a Catholic mentality with you got to do the right thing and you got to find a woman and you got to get married and do the right thing. And that's what a man's supposed to do. And I went into the dating market. Once again, this is a summary. Obviously, there's different things that go into, and life is not just as simple as putting someone's whole life in 2 sentences. But basically, I went into the dating market with a Catholic mentality, and I found out that they are out here, on sugar daddy apps and traveling and on dating apps and using guys for food and, dating one guy one week and then dating another guy another week, monkey branching, using guys for free dates, all that stuff. right? So I went in with that mentality of kind of like the guy she's supposedly looking for, where no, you gotta be traditional and religious, and you gotta protect and provide, and yada yada yada. And I found out very early on that it's not like that. And when they do want this protector, provider, religious guy, it's after they have done all their dirt and had their fun.
One
Yeah, but this is
double-standard men
why.
ask
This
for.
is why. Whatever I want in a man, I know that I can give him what he wants. Now, all right, cool. I might not have my own money to that extent. He might have more money than me. But when it comes to looking after myself, not being promiscuous, not speaking to the opposite sex, respecting myself, because you represent each other.
I agree.
Now, all of these things I know I can provide. So men and women are not equal. But if I'm being promiscuous, I feel like both shouldn't be promiscuous. That's like
I don't disagree
no
with that.
arguments.
I don't
But
disagree with
me, like for example, a lot of women are very friendly with men.
Yes, both sides should not be promiscuous, but what you need to understand is that the majority of men, even if they wanted to be promiscuous, even if they wanted to be players, they can't. Only the top 12% of men can be promiscuous. That's like 5% rich guys, 5% sexy guys, and then 2% rich and sexy guys. Those are the guys who can be promiscuous. So it's real funny the way women talk about men. It's like 80% of men are just invisible. Like you don't exist, right? Most men can't be players. They're not players. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't carry it out because they don't have the looks or the resources to do that. Most men, the majority of men, 80% of men are just blue-pilled, want to find a girl and treat her right and do the whole thing, get married and all that stuff. But those guys are invisible. Women, though, however, can be promiscuous, and it's very easy for them to be promiscuous.
Even in a relationship, like they can just, like with the whole cheating thing, like a lot of women can be quite friendly with men, whereas I
with
feel
guys
like
who are in relationships.
no, like if let's say if a woman's in a relationship, she can move a bit loose sometimes,
Oh,
or
I
she
see what
acts
you mean.
too friendly, or she laughs too much, or whatever it is, she can act a bit thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I know that in a relationship, my partner's my priority. I represent him, and he represents me.
Yep.
I come with respect because even without him, I have respect for myself. That's
Yes.
why I have this standard of what I want in a man. Like with the respect thing, I respect myself, so he needs to respect himself and me. So I feel like the standards I have, like, all right, I would prefer a guy who's 6 foot. Yeah, I would. I'll be so honest,
Yeah,
I would.
be real,
But
be real. It's
if
alright.
my man isn't 6 foot, it's not the end of the world. If he can love and respect me, then that's fine. So I do have standards, but women also compromise. But the man they love.
Yeah, they say, they just talk out of their trap. So let's just say, and I love all my short kings out there. There's things you could do to level up in other areas, but women love showing you around like this. Look what I got, look what I caught. And if she's around her friends and all her friends are with tall, sexy chads, and she's with once again, I don't want to be a jerk or anything and offensive to my short brothers out there. But if all her friends are with tall, sexy chads or just tall guys, and she's the only one with a short guy, because it's like they need female approval. They need their friends' approval and stuff like that. That's another thing that's wrong with just having a successful relationship, a successful marriage today. Yes, the social media, yes, the dating apps, yes, the divorce courts and all that, but then there's also her friends. Her friends are going to influence her, and she's saying she doesn't care. But if all her friends, or not even all her friends, just like two of her friends, her two closest best friends are with tall, sexy guys, and she's not, slowly she's going to start treating you bad. So they just like to say stuff, but the way they act is different from the things they say.
They will compromise. For the man they see is genuine and respectful, she will compromise. And if she doesn't, then she's a low quality woman because she's only after one thing, which is materialistic and his looks or whatever.
I hear you. What is a high quality woman to you? Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full.
All right, guys. So there's the video. I'll put his YouTube in the link below. But there it is. They think that men and women are equal. They all have this mentality, by the way. and you're going to try to get married and stuff like that, and you're going to have to rewire her brain and program this out of her. They all think like this is why no cohabitation, no marriage, no kids. Have a nice little fling with them and then be celibate, or just stay single and celibate and living your life. Yeah, and the majority of them, once again, they don't believe that they are HOEs. They don't believe that they are 304s, because, once again, if 30 guys have scored, okay, within dating apps and cold approaches and social media and all that stuff, she has denied over 1,000 men. Okay, she's shot like 1,000 men down, and if 30 have scored, they don't see that as a high body count, as a big deal or anything like that. Anyways, guys, make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one, and I'm out.